Michelle.
How's it going?
Hi.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
This is your second WoW Insider Reader meetup, I think.
Yes. It is. It's my second. That's true.
You were here last year as well?
Yep.
Awesome. First, second BlizzCon then?
Second BlizzCon.
What do you think of the speculations? Mr.
What do I think
Pandaria?
of what?
Speculations. Mr. Pandaria? Is it going to be a Panda expansion?
I sure hope so.
with a name like that, you'd probably
Just like
figure.
Kung Fu
Panda
Pandas.
expansion.
Exactly.
Like-
Everybody's just thinking about Jack Black. Hopefully he does the voice.
Oh, right. That's probably true. He probably could, especially from last year's performance.
It's true.
Oh man, this is like tinfoil hat range right here.
Whoa.
This is like
Maybe-
that's why he was part of the performance last year. They're working him into this system. They're absorbing him.
They planted that seed a year ago
Yeah.
to let us
And
know.
Dave Grohl's performing this year, and last year he got on stage as the drummer.
As the drummer.
Whoa.
It all ties together.
There's a lot
Connect
Michelle,
the dots.
You are an observant woman, Michelle.
Connect
Morrow.
the
It's
dots.
true.
Well, being
So-
in Seattle, I see Dave Grohl. When I see Dave Grohl, I'm like, Nirvana.
So, for people who might not be familiar with you or your work, tell us a little about yourself, Michelle.
Okay. Well, I'm a horror movie actress. I'm a scream queen.
All right.
I prefer final girl though, so I'm the girl who lives in the horror movies who gets to kick the killer's ass. I have a TV or movie on TV right now called It is Basement Jack. It came out on my birthday actually, which was really cool. This year.
I watched it on the Chiller Network.
Yes,
I think.
Chiller.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like where horror movies go to die.
Yeah.
I was like so excited.
I wasn't going to ask. I was like, what is this Chiller Network?
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
cool. And they're like,
That was awesome.
Well, you know how like Stars or like Cinemax or something
Right.
has like a dozen different channels for really specific shit.
Right, yeah, like
You know,
mud bogging
mystery,
channel, right?
action,
and like yeah,
fitness.
pig wrestling.
Right,
channel,
right, yeah.
Network.
Yeah, and Chiller is one of those many networks where you can find such quality films as Basement Jack.
There's so many films you could squeeze into that though. They're never gonna run out of content.
It's true.
Which is great.
Especially the horror movies. You can find a lot of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm proud of those. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
The sets are the most fun. Everybody laughs. Like, I've done dramas and comedies, but a lot of times, especially because you can't laugh on set. Like,
Oh
while
yeah, I was
you're
gonna ask, like,
shooting.
how do you not laugh?
Yeah, it's kind of hard because a lot of times, especially comedians, who take themselves very seriously, if people aren't laughing, it can be kind of difficult.
Right.
To kind of gauge, like, am I being funny? Like,
Right.
am I liked? So horror movies, though, tend to have the most laughter because you're just, like, covered in, like, chocolate syrup or, you know, whatever. Just ridiculous
Is it always
things.
something different? It's like, is it chocolate syrup this time, or is it
Yeah.
like tea, or is it like
Sometimes
No,
it's like
everyone
what,
has
like
different
corn
recipes.
syrup with food coloring.
Corn
right?
syrup is
And
big,
everybody-
yeah.
I'm sure that everybody has it like
Eat it-
refined to the point to where
blood.
they're like,
Capsules.
no, this looks like real blood. Trust me.
This is the
I've been
best
doing
way
this for a
to
long
create
time.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time. Trust me.
You take some, you take some Red
Kool-Aid
4 Lake,
and, yeah.
you add it to the corn syrup, you stir it up for a few minutes.
The best though is when I shot this movie in Italy, in Sardinia, and I was like, oh my god, like this is my dream come true. I'm like starring in a movie in Italy, and I'm gonna be there
Wait,
for
what
6
part of Italy?
in Sardinia. And I was there for 6 weeks, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
And when I get there, like literally, I mean, it's in like Italy, and they are using pig guts, like real pig guts. Like the guy just went to the butcher and had like some horse heart, and like was just like, what? You know, he was eating. The director, his name's Luigi.
He's a purist.
He's probably gonna
director.
watch this.
He's
He's
a
gonna be
purist.
like-
He's just
Yeah.
like, no, we're not using fake blood. We're using the real thing.
Dude, the
I'm gonna hit
guy-
the butcher.
His mom was the caterer on the set. Like she's just this huge Italian cook, so she could cook for like 60
You went
people.
from pig guts to catering, and now I'm scared.
Oh, and you should be
Okay.
This is why you use every part of the animal. That's where we're going with this.
Yeah.
You use every part
I
of the
shit
animal.
you not. Can I say shit? Sorry.
You can,
Okay.
yeah.
I shit
None
you
of this
not.
is actually being recorded, I don't think.
It all is.
Just
The whole
stream. It's
thing.
no big deal. Sorry. So
Could
there
it
was
be
a
a
bowl
DVD?
of
Sure.
of
Collector's
eyeballs,
edition. Criterion. actually.
and the director had no problem eating them. Eyeballs.
Wait, you
Oh.
Like
Yeah, ate
I,
them.
like-
just no problem.
Raw?
Like,
No,
just,
that's
just
that's a
not-
delicacy in certain
Sure,
areas.
it's a delicacy. Yeah, it really is.
Shark eyes, that's a delicacy in certain areas. I mean, assuming we don't throw them away for just offense. I mean, you know, other than that, you know, it's a delicacy. But you know, it's some people enjoy that kind of stuff.
Now, speaking of Scream Queen, you are rallying for a very particular role in the World of Warcraft movie, which,
this is
by the way,
true.
I heard is still happening. They're still doing it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just
not
taking
giving
a
up.
while.
It keeps, it's
Yeah,
very
so
binary.
you're
Really?
after which role?
I'm after Lady Sylvanas Windrunner.
Now, who is she? I don't know who she is.
She is the queen of the Forsaken.
Calm down, chat room, calm down. He's just kidding.
I'm just playing, y'all. Just playing.
It's segue. It's segue.
They're all like freaking out, like unfollowing you on Twitter. They're like, who's this guy?
My follower count. I'm so close to 2,000. No. Yeah. You have a Facebook group set up for that.
I do, yeah. We just hit over 4,500. It's been going for just about a year, but it didn't really start picking up until about 6 months ago or so. Actually, on my birthday, the same day that Basement Jack came out was like the best day. I had my Foam Weapon League event. I got what's her name? Press Heart to Continue. That girl.
Yeah.
Dodger. She's awesome. She did a.
I think Dodger's actually here.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to give her a hug. She did a blog on me, and she said, you guys should all join this. And within 12 hours, I got 1,000 more followers just from
So
her
cool.
saying that, which was really sweet. So
YouTube is serious business.
yeah, YouTube really is.
YouTube's where everybody is right now.
YouTube gave me some big shock this week too. They did trade chat. Did you guys see that?
Also here tonight.
Panzer.
Yeah.
Yes, I need to. The rainbow-haired raven.
Lovely
Maven.
woman.
Yes,
true.
I can't wait to meet her because she put me as number 10. 10
Number 10 on
Yeah.
the top 10.
on the top 10
Bring it up the
hottest girls who play Warcraft. I was like,
you
yeah.
Yeah, you start
But,
things up. Yeah, that works. It works.
But,
You know, I
but
felt
you
pretty
do
good about
play
it.
the game regularly.
Yeah, I raid. We
So-
just downed Ragnaros.
Oh crap.
We call him Vagnaros, so I kind of blanked on the name for a second.
The internet just exploded.
Yeah,
So what do you think about? Well, obviously you're a Sylvanas fan. What do you
Yeah.
What do you think about how they've treated her in this expansion? Like the story progression that they've done with her in particular.
Well,
Have you played through like Silverpine and seen all
yep,
that?
I just
Yeah.
actually I just did.
Yeah.
I just did all of it recently with Andra Hall and everything.
Yeah.
I love what they've done with her,
Yeah.
and I think I think it's sad that she wasn't a part of killing Arthas.
Oh yeah.
There's something in that, but at the same time, the fact that she goes to Icecrown to see what happens
In the short story, yeah.
in the short story,
Yeah.
and which is a beautiful story, but
Yeah.
it's so beautifully written.
Absolutely.
I think you're the one who told me to read it.
Yeah. Maybe.
I
don't know.
Which it was
I
gorgeous.
told everybody to read it.
Yeah. This girl
Most
knows
of those-
everything about lore.
Yeah.
Most of those stories have been quite good too.
Really have. And
Yeah.
she goes to Icecrown. She wants to see what happens. She needs to see that Arthas is dead.
Yeah.
And she gets there and she sees his armor laid around on the ground, and she looks up and she sees there's somebody else frozen on the throne.
And she's like,
And-
well,
Yeah.
Well,
And at the then she's got all the Valkyrie kind of surrounding her, and she wants to kill herself. She wants to commit suicide because she feels like it's over. Like her quest to kill Arthas is done.
Yeah.
Somebody else did it. Fine, it's done. And she was using the undead as her tool.
it was a means to an end, really. Yeah.
She just saw them as like how Garrosh sees so many of his people.
Yeah.
And so she saw them as pawns in her game. The spear on the end of her, the arrow in her quiver, I believe she
Yes.
says.
Yeah.
disposable.
Disposable. And, as the Valkyrie come to her and they say, you need to see what happens as she's kind of in this limbo between life and death. They have, she sees this vision of everybody getting killed at Gilneas, and she realizes they need me.
Yeah.
And she comes back and tells Garrosh, to go screw himself.
See, again, the PvP side of this, I'm like, I didn't know all that. I leveled undead and stuff like that. I was like, wow, man, dude came out and just said, bitch. I'm like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Say that in the video game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he said
And,
bitch.
and then she starts talking smack. And I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
she's talking smack.
I didn't realize there was all this. What the crap?
Yeah.
Man, her
Well,
life
because
is
she
rough.
sees what happened was Garrosh, he started using the undead. He wanted all of them to go in to Gilneas and sacrifice themselves.
And wasn't she like
so
running
that
out
the
or
orcs
something?
could come in. And then she was like, hold up. and she had reanimated the dead, which is kind of my favorite part of the whole story because
Right.
With the whole
it's-
Valkyr, yeah.
What's incredible is it's that line, and this is what makes a final girl and a scream queen, and this is kind of what makes Sylvanas like the epitome of that.
Yeah.
Is that you walk a line of when do you become what you fought against,
Yeah.
and now she's sort of doing what
Arthas was
doing, but at the same time she's doing it with such a stronger conviction and of a place of.
But we still don't know if that's
Still don't know
right or not.
if she's
Yeah,
right.
And it makes her really interesting.
She seems
does.
to be like since her whole like death again, like when she got killed by Godfrey, like she seems a lot more focused, but also a lot more unhinged. Like definitely even more dangerous than she was before.
Just a little
Absolutely.
bit,
Yeah.
cuckoo for
Which
Cocoa
makes
Puffs.
me, curious as to, if they, whenever they come around to the next Lich King part of it, if we'll see a woman become the Lich King,
The Lich Queen.
the Lich Queen.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, I
There
feel like
he
you
is.
have a really elfin look to you. Like
Why, thank you.
I feel like you would make a great elf queen.
Yes,
nice,
thank you.
Nice huntress. I think.
I've been doing archery.
So. You
Oh,
have?
really?
You
Yes,
Going
I
to the
have. I've
Ren
been
Fair
training for
and
the
training
last
for
6
archery.
months.
You should turn around and tell him that his drink is right there.
Hannel,
He's standing
Chris
right there.
Hannel, drink.
Drink. There
Drink,
we go.
drink, drink.
Please don't spoil it all the
But
gear.
I'm
speaking
good- I'm
of
good for something.
speaking
I'll
of
give you
weapon
don't
training,
really spoil it.
actually, you've been doing the Foam Weapon League, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, that's been like the last year of my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been really concentrating on it. So it is like a 1v1 duel between two people, right? So
Yeah.
you get 1v1, and you each have a foam weapon of choice, and you wear a harness with blood packets, okay, on vital strike points in the body. So it's on it's where armor would crack.
Sure, right,
So
right,
that's
yeah.
what if somebody was wearing full armor, you would go
Yeah.
for the strike point.
This is
Yeah.
obviously a very good way of simulating that.
Right,
Yeah,
right, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Foam and ketchup packets.
Yeah, it's just
It's good.
It's
the
a
right way
bunch
to
of
do it.
fake blood. So it's fake blood in there. So we fill all the balloons and everything. You put it in these blood packets on these harnesses, and you get in a ring.
And then you just beat the hell out of each
People
other, huh?
like all around it, and it's.
I think I
it's-
just figured out our next thing for next year's WoW Insider
Yeah.
Game Breaker party.
Whoa,
Well, you know what?
you're right.
Right?
I saw somebody
Yeah.
here
Waiter,
has
come
a
over.
foam Frostmourne. Somebody
Yeah, yeah.
here has
Yeah,
one.
Yes.
And I happen to
earlier.
have a foam Frostmourne in
Oh,
my
really?
car.
But see, no,
So people get drunk enough.
We need to get two people to enter the
The
octagon.
only one. Challenge him to a duel. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
But yeah, so it's
She
pretty
has a
cool, and they
Frostmourne in
get
her
all
car.
costume characters. Everybody goes crazy. Like we have a guy named Prince Harming instead of Prince Charming. We have hardcore. The guy has a full face tattoo.
So
like, for
it's
real.
sort of like roller derby, but for everybody.
Kind of, yeah. It's more, yeah. It's like, I like to call it WWE, WWF. Okay, let's be real here.
That's
it was
true.
the WWF.
A lot of like theater involved with it.
There's a lot of theater
Dramatics.
involved, a lot.
Yeah.
So it's like WWF meets LARP. It's like WWF for nerds.
Wow.
But like everybody
That
really
sounds
likes it.
hilariously awesome.
It is.
It does actually.
I want to see the in between stuff where they're like, oh yeah, so what's going on here? Yeah, and
Yeah,
they like
I've
do
done,
all this
like,
stuff with
the
their
practice
foam
fighting and
swords.
stuff like that before
With
with
their
like
foam
Shania
swords.
and whatnot.
The what?
I've done the practice fighting and stuff like that with Shania and whatnot because my sister's
Right.
like a total big Ren Fair nerd, right?
Sure.
But the balloon thing with the blood.
The
Never
blood.
run into that before in my life, and now I have something to suggest to her when I get home.
I had
Yeah.
to see this because I'm picturing like big balloons.
Balloons.
Well, if you
Yeah,
go
and,
like,
to
trying
if you go to YouTube, we have a video, or if you go to my website, the video's on my website on michelemorrow.com. Michelle is one L, so if you go to there, it will show you the TV
see it.
sizzle reel that we're making. We were in negotiations with 2 TV networks about making it into a TV show. So instead of like, how WWE has like that, they're in the locker room like glistened up with like,
Right.
we have a comic book. So the comic book for us is sort of like the preamble to the fight.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever happens in the comic then picks up on stage. And then what happens on stage gets drawn as the second half of the comic book, and that will be issue 1. So
That's
how
cool.
it works.
That's
And we
cool.
have 2
That's
factions,
really
a lot
cool.
like WoW. We have 2
Yeah.
factions. It's Mauler and Smash. I'm Commander Mauler. I have the bad guys. And Commander Smash is my best friend from childhood.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We've been having a good time with it. So.
Well, people who want to look you up on Facebook or Twitter, it's Michele with one L.
Michele with one
Morrow. And I believe that's your Twitter name, right? Michele
Yes.
Morrow? Yeah, okay.
Yep, that's it.
So anybody wants to hit up Miss Morrow for more info on what she's doing or just be a fan, say hi,
Yeah.
check her out there. Thank you so much for sitting in with us,
Thank
Michele.
you. And also, if anybody wants to join the Sylvanas campaign, I would love the support. It's
All right.
Just look it up on Facebook. You should be able to find it if you look up my name.
All it takes is
Sounds good.
one click to like it,
Yes.
and who knows?
My army of likeness.
Well, thank you so much, Michele.
Thank you guys
and,
so much.
Thank you so
enjoy,
much.
and enjoy the party.
I will. Thanks so much.